Take your ball and lie on your back. Put the ball between your knees and find your neutral lower back. Bring your hands behind your head. Fix your ribs down towards your pelvis. Breathe out and look up to your ball. Hold your neutral as you breathe in. Keep the neutral of the lower back as you squeeze your ball for 3 strong squeezes, and then lower your head back down to the ground. Squeeze the ball once your head is rested. Exhale, flex forward. Be conscious and gaze down at your abdominals and watch what they're doing while you squeeze the ball, feeling the inner thighs engaged and the abdominals work together, and then the head rests down. Squeeze for 3. And let's come up again and gaze at your ball. And 3 short, deep squeezes. And exhale, bring it back down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze. 2, 3. And then bring the arms wide. And you can keep your feet on the ground or come up to tabletop. And let's stretch the back. Let's open up the muscle fibers around the hip, around the lower back. And use the oblique muscles to pull you back up to the center. And push the lower knee into the ball, up into the top knee. Breathe in as you take it down. Breathe out as you roll yourself up to the center. Keep your shoulders glued down onto your mat and turn the head from side to side, mobilizing the neck. So quite a lot going on here just for a small movement, but it feels really good on the back. Okay, use the hands behind your legs to help you come up to sitting. And we're going to take the ball into your hands and come on down to lying for a partial roll up with bent knees. Put the ball onto your tummy and roll it gently up over your legs and come back down again. Keep the neutral lower back and keep the abdominals flat when you come up. You can press the ball a bit harder now onto your thighs and melt it down harder onto your thighs as you come back down. Okay, take your hand around one leg, come up to sitting. Now we're going to do the reverse and come back down the other way. So put the ball on your feet, work it up your shins and down over the thighs, and see how low you can go without collapsing onto the ground. And roll the ball to your feet. And then come on up to sitting long and tall, and then curl the lower back down. The lower back is rounded as you try and pull the belly button down towards the mat. And lift yourself up, breathe fully into the lungs, and now breathe out. And then breathe in as you come forward, exhaling as you push your head down over to the ball. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the ball down over your thighs. Good. Now we're going to do the full range. If it is possible, lift yourself up. Roll yourself down all the way until the head touches the ground. Now, if this is impossible for you, you will just do the portions like we already did, where you did the half rolling up and you did the half rolling back. Rolling all the way up and all the way down, and melt your back into the mat, and then lift yourself and bring it up. Now, I didn't put my head down that time. That's because I don't tend to get a sore neck here, but you can take a break if you need to. Put your head down for that moment, just gives the neck flexors a bit of a break. Keep those abdominals lovely and flat. Breathe out between the lips with pressure as you roll forwards. Flat, controlled abdominal muscles. Lift the pelvic floor up and keep the shoulders soft, the neck relaxed. All the way up, all the way over. And there you go. Okay. Now we're going to roll over onto the side and put the ball underneath your hand. We don't want to push heavily onto our ball. So you can see I'm going to try my best not to squish my ball. And we're going to lift the waistline up and lift the leg up and flex your foot as you bring it down. Point your foot away and flex your foot as you bring it down. And now we're going to go for our circles after this next one. So let's circle and keep the abdominals engaged and squeeze the glutes. And be mindful of the ball not being squished. We're not balancing on our ball. It's actually quite challenging because you're going to have to use your abdominals. Reverse your circle. Lift the waistline up. Keep those core muscles drawn and zipped up. Big round dynamic movement of the leg. Bring the leg down. Lift it up to halfway. Lift the lower leg up to meet it. Bring them down together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the lower leg. Still exhaling, bring it down. Watch the ball. Squeeze your knees, ankles, thighs, and calves together. And at the highest point of your legs being up there is your waistline pressing down. Keep it up. Now both the legs go up together. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you bring it down. Abdominals engaged, shoulders soft. We're feeling this in the waistline. Now we're going to feel it even deeper as you roll your ball over your thighs towards your foot and you lift up with a big triangular shape underneath your armpit. Rest everything down. Breathe out. Roll the ball over your thighs. Breathe in, sending it back down. Don't push up on your arm underneath you. The strength is coming from your waistline, from the quadratus lumborum of the lower back, from the obliques at the front. Keep those feet up. And now press your ball onto your legs with a flat palm. Resist the urge to touch your feet to the ground. Very good. Take the ball up over your head and coming up to sitting. And let's change sides. Okay, with your hand on top of the ball and your waistline up underneath you, lift your leg up, point and lift and flex and lower. We just do this to make sure that we've got everything switched on, the neck is soft, the abs are engaged, the waistline is lifted. Ready for circles? Let's go. Beautiful round circles, engaging your glute as you take your leg back behind you. Nice light hand on your ball. Change direction. Now keep your waistline still, absorbing the movement of your limb using the glutes and the abdominals. Shoulders soft. Okay, lift up halfway. Lift the lower leg up to meet it. Bring them down together. Top half up, bottom half up. Bring them down together. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze, and still exhaling, bring them down. Good. Now let's bring them up together, keeping your waistline up underneath you at all times. Keep that length reaching the top of your head away from your feet. Grow long. And then put the ball on your hip and roll yourself up, pushing the ball to your feet, and breathe in, roll it down. And exhale, put the pressure between the lips as you lift yourself up. And inhale, bring it down. And push hard with the breath between the lips as you come on up. Keep the abdominals flat at the front, engaged. This feels so good. It feels so hard, but so good at the same time. Okay, press onto your ball. And you're not pushing yourself up with your underneath arm. You're just balancing on the underneath arm. Good. Take the ball over your head. Put both hands on top of your ball. And we're going to swim. We're going to just kick those legs. The forehead is off the mat and you're using your glutes behind you. And your abdominals are lifted up. And you're reaching your legs long. And they're apart. Your feet are apart, just wider than your hips. And you're moving with a straight leg from the hip, not bending the knee. This is very good for the endurance of the back. Lengthen your whole body. And rest it down. Good. Okay, push yourself back into a shell stretch. Reach long and stretch, and then roll yourself up. And now we're going to do the obliques. So bring your ball, put your right elbow onto your ball and place the ball onto the left knee. Take the left elbow out to the side and let's change sides, crossing at the midline. Back with right elbow to left knee. Now left elbow onto the right knee. Sometimes, if this is new to you, we need to do this a few times. You might need to rewind the video. And it's so satisfying when we get this right. We definitely want to be crossing the midline of your body, opposite elbow onto the ball, and then push your elbow onto the ball, onto the knee. The knee isn't pushing toward you, you pushing onto the ball. And hold it there, and breathe, and press, and push the knees away, and lift up a bit higher. Press, 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 press. I know the abs are burning. This is good. This is your last little bit. We're almost done. Breathe. And there you go. Very well done. Nice burn. Coming up to sitting. And that's you all done. Thank you very much.